everybody. Welcome to my very first list of anticipated releases for 2023 because there's going to be a few of them. Thank you to everybody who joined in voting on what I should do first on my Instagram stories. Romance was the winner, although was a little back and forth for a while, so I wasn't entirely sure. So, in this live stream, I'm going to be talking about anticipated releases in the romance genre for 2023. I have slides for you. It's very exciting, and I'll be doing more of these. But first, let me say hello. Hey, Renee. Yeah, this may add 10 books to your TBR, possibly. It could happen. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Priscilla. Yes, love this. Relatively new to reading romance, so looking forward to trying out new authors. I hope you do. I guess one thing that I should say before I dive into this, hi, Perfectly Patty. Hi, Beth. Thank you. Glad you love that I have so many books. Is that these are things that I am interested in. Like romance, there's a lot out there, and my romance taste is not the same as everybody else's. And to be honest, a lot of what I pick up is not the giant blockbuster romance releases. So, there may be things that you know of that you're not going to see on this list, some new things, some popular things you'll see. This is also going to be a mix of adult and YA romance. I do have some YAs on this list. I didn't separate them out. Currently reading Electric Idol. Oh, interesting. So this is interesting. You're preferring it. I actually am in the minority in that I think I preferred Neon Gods to Electric Idol, but this is what's great about romance. Hello, hello. Hey, Carissa. Hi, Ash Loves Books and Owls. Hi, Cappuccino Crafts. Hi, Jenna. Hey, Emily. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Megan. Oh, I'm glad we can bring some more romance recs to your life. Can definitely do that. Hi, Kirsten. Hey, Tara. Hey, Brianna. On sprints, but wanted to say hi. Okay, welcome. Good luck with your sprints. Hi, Cool Gamer. Hi, Elizabeth. This is exciting. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go in chronological order and I'm going to pull up my slideshow. Look, you get slides. It's very exciting. I have also made some for some of my other anticipated releases videos, which you can expect coming in the near future. Hi, Zeely. Yes. Oh no. Yes, we'll give you some good book energy. 2 stars, not fun. Hey, Anne. All right. Let's begin with January. So for January, I have 3 lovely books to show you. We will begin with January 3rd, Highly Suspicious and Unfairly Cute by Talia Hibbert. This is her very first YA romance. I have started reading it, but I'm not very far into it yet. So far, it's fun. I love her writing. It is funny. This is an enemies to lovers in the UK, high school age, and I just think it's going to be delightful. So this comes out January 3rd. Then January 24th, we're getting Chick Magnet by Emma Barry, which sounds like a blast. I originally heard about this from Olivia Dade, who is another one of my favorite authors. And I guess one thing to note about this is that release dates could change. And also, there are books that will not be on this list because they haven't been announced yet. There's a lot of romance books that get announced very last minute. So some of my favorite romance authors, I'm sure will have books coming out. I just don't know exactly what they are yet. So yes, read the Talia book. It's delightful. But Chick Magnet by Emma Barry looks really fun. It's a rom-com about a hot veterinarian and a chicken-loving influencer who can't help but ruffle his feathers. He's mad because everybody is buying chickens because of these chicken influencers and they don't know what they're doing with it. So that's becoming a problem and he's annoyed. It sounds like a lot of fun. Then, lastly, on January 31st, we are getting Behind the Scenes by Corelia Stutz-Waters. This is one of the couple that I have a copy of. Fans of Abby Jimenez and Meryl Wilsner will fall in love with this hilarious and refreshingly authentic novel about second chances, pugs, and finding the perfect muse. It sounds like fun. It's like 2 women trying to make a movie together, and it's a sapphic, which I like. So you'll see plenty of those on this list. So these are my 3 anticipated romances for January, let me take a quick look at some comments. Yes, it does sound adorable. A chicken influencer. I thought that was hilarious. Uh, yes, sometimes romance only gives ours 4 days before publishing. This is accurate. There's a lot that get late announcements. Like we don't have any announcements for Samithia Williams, Beverly Jenkins, some of my other faves, but I'm sure they'll have books coming out. I know Olivia Dade will have something, but it's not announced yet. Apparently there are chickens. So they say, yes. Good to hear that behind the scenes was cute and has pugs. Wonderful. This is why I come to booktubers because the cover and the title would have put me off Chick Magnet. Listen, this is why you need to hear about it. Yep. Sapphic and dogs. I'm glad people are so excited about this. And I mean, watching cottagecore videos made me want runner ducks. Fair enough. Yeah, I think it's going to be really funny. Sassy Cat says that Lunar Love by Lauren Kung Jessen is coming out in January. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to February. We've got 3 books for February, beginning with, of course, February 7th, Radiant Sin by Katie Robert. You're going to see 3 Katie Robert books on this list. I do enjoy her writing. I will say she's hit and miss for people. She's got a very particular voice and writing style. It is going to either work for you or not work for you. Either way, totally fine. This is the next book in this. Can I think of the title of the series? Anyway, the Dark Olympus series, great, and it is Apollo and Cassandra's story, which should be fun. Then on February 14th, Valentine's Day, we're getting Take the Lead by Alexis Daria, which sounds like a lot of fun. It's about partners in a celebrity dancing competition, a la Dancing with the Stars, finding love. It looks super cute. Agreed, Beth. The cover is awesome. Um, and then lastly, on February 21st, we have The Duke's Secret Cinderella by Eva Devon. I really enjoy Eva Devon. She doesn't get a lot of love, but if you like historical romances and you want something that is better about having sort of feminist sensibilities, having strong female characters, heroes who aren't super alpha, um, steamy but have some depth to them. Hers are a lot of fun. This one is Cinderella Meets Ever After in a witty and lively historical romance. So maybe go and check it out. It looks like fun. Yes. Katie Robert is always hit or miss for me, but I like her emphasis on consent. Same. That is one thing that I like about her. She is one of the only people I will read darker romances from because I know she will always place a big um, a big emphasis on consent, which I think is very important and something that I want in my romance. Yes, Katie and the cover for Take the Lead is gorgeous. Agreed. Yep. Um, The Duke Gets Even. Okay. Releases in January by Joanna Shoup. Good to know. Beverly Jenkins has the next book in her Blessing series coming out in October. Okay. Love it. Yes. Yes, I liked Spinster and the Rig as well. Eva Devon is really great, so I think it's fun. Last book comes out on Mom's birthday. Happy birthday to her. That's exciting. Okay, this is helpful. Thank you, Melissa. Take the Lead is a re-release with a new cover. Not sure if there's new content inside the story, but enjoyed the series. Okay, good to know. I feel like we've been getting a lot of re-releases lately. Sassy Cats is also highly anticipating Georgie All Along by Kate Claiborne, a favorite. I've heard good things about her, but I don't think I've read her before. That's great. I think for me, Katie works depending on the trope and kink. Totally fair. Yes. Totally fair. All right, moving on. Let's go to March. We have 4 books in March that I'm interested in. First up, March 7th, we are getting A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon by Sarah Hawley. And let's be real, the title of this is what drew me in because that's a great title for a book. And it says this is about a curvy witch and the demon that she's not supposed to trust because he wants to bargain for her soul. But he's into her. So sounds like fun. Then on the 14th is one that I'm tentatively interested in. I do have an e-arc of this on NetGalley, and I feel like the publicists are pushing this really hard. And it's one of those ones that I feel like is going to be hit or miss. Like it's either going to be great or it's going to be like, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to try it. It is an alternate historical romance between King Philip of France and Richard of Aquitaine. I'm always a little dicey on like real historical figure romance or like things, but I don't know, like, the early reviews look pretty good, so we'll see. I am really curious. Need Solomon's Crown already. Okay, good. Yes, Witch's Guide to Fake Dating is a great title. And Sassy Cat says, Best Served Hot by Amanda Elliott releases in February. Thank you. I love all the additions. This is great. Yes, it is a first title. Witch's Guide cover is giving everything. Agreed. I read all witch books. I'm reading that. Fair. Yes, witchy romance. Flower Heart is very pretty. Okay, listen to this description. I was like, yes, I think I need this. This one is YA. It is perfect for fans of Margaret Rogerson and Tamora Pierce. The standalone YA debut is a stunning cottagecore fantasy romance about a girl with powerful and violent magic, which she must learn to control or lose everything she loves. I was like, a cottagecore YA fantasy romance? I mean, listen, that sounds so delightful. So I don't know. I'm interested. We'll see. Curious to see some of the reviews on this one, but it's on my radar. Yes, another beautiful one with Flower Heart. And then lastly, we have our second of the three Katie Robert books you're going to see on here, The Gargoyle's Captive. This is the next book in her Deal with a Demon novel. These are monster romances, and in this case, it's a woman and a gargoyle. They're like absurd, but fun if you like monster romance. That is March, and that's coming out March 28th. Moving right along. I love how people are like, yes, Flower Heart is giving me not like other girl vibes. Like, Renee, fair enough. Fair enough. You might not be wrong. I can deal with that though. Jenna, I need Flower Heart. Yeah, people are liking the cottage core thing. Yeah, I mean, listen, it sounds like fun. Okay, let's go to April. For April, we have three lovely books that I am interested in. First up, April 11th is Verity and the Forbidden Suitor by J.J. McAvoy. This is the second book in a romance series. I read the first one. The first one was Aphrodite and the Duke. In this one, a spirited and independent heiress defies the expectations of society to chase happily ever after in this irresistible romance. I like, Aphrodite and the Duke I really liked. It was unusual, it wasn't what I would always expect from romance, and it wasn't perfect. It was her first time writing historical, but I liked a lot about it, and I wanna read more from her, so I am excited to try this one out. The cover is beautiful, they're pitching it, of course, for fans of Bridgerton, so if you're looking for a little more, diversity in your historicals, this is a great option, written by a Black author. It's not something that's going to be dealing directly with the realities. At least the first book didn't deal with directly with the realities of racism during this time. Some historical romance authors do that, but okay, we read that. Yes, ladies. Yeah, there's some good covers here. Portrait of a Duchess, Society of Sirens 2 by Scarlett Peckham, Doctor Perfect by Louise Bay, and Hotel of Secrets by Diana Biller. Man, Sassy Cats, you are on the romance releases. Love it. Hey, Isabella. Yes, I am also excited for Fiance Farce. I love the cover. It's very striking. Exactly. The pinks on it are great. This is coming out April 18th by Alexandria Bellefleur, a steamy sapphic rom-com about a quiet bookseller and a romance novel cover model who agree to a modern-day marriage of convenience. I mean, like, boom, boom, boom. That is hitting all of the things that I want. I'm very excited about it. Um, Nicole, this sounds like a great option. Yes. The 2023 Goodreads winner will be released in April. Happy Place by Emily Henry. Okay, we've got another Emily Henry coming out in April. Good to know. Thank you. Um, yes. Yes, yes. It is, you know what? Actually, that is a good point. I would love to see more like this because I feel like this is a cartoon cover that gives steamier vibes. I would like to see more of this with our cartoon covers where we get a sense of like the level of steaminess because sometimes you just really cannot tell. Hi, Inky Fingers. Welcome. Yes, need to read Fiance Farce just because of the cover. Love it. Susanna Craig is really good. I like her a lot, and I feel like nobody knows about her. So this is the start of a new series from her, and it is her first like big publisher publishing as a mass market paperback, which is exciting before she's just done like small press or indie. This is The Lady Knows Best by Susanna Craig, and it is a new Regency historical romance series based around the Daring Ladies magazine, Mrs. Good's magazine for Mrs. being a guide to improve conduct and promote wisdom among the young persons of the fair sex, also known as Good's Guide to Misconduct, and the witty, clever, often rebellious heroines behind it, including a controversial new advice columnist. Again, I think she writes really fun historicals with strong female characters. They're just really, really good and enjoyable heroes that aren't too alpha, but are like they have good relationships with each other. This is the kind of thing that I like from my romance. So maybe check it out. Just going through my Amazon to buy list. Love it. Listen, not cheating. Totally, totally works. Yes, Marriage of Convenience, the fiance farce. I know, a modern day Marriage of Convenience. I'm very excited. Hey, Brees, I guess you can watch romance. I know you were voting for the horror mystery thriller. Don't worry, it will be coming soon. It was the runner up, so give it a couple days. I'll be back. No worries. The lady knows best does sound fun. Agreed. All right, let's move on to May. Oh, yeah. May, we've got 5, so there's a lot coming out in May. First up, May 2nd, we are getting Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albert Halley. This I am excited about. It is a new YA book, upper YA, about a girl who maybe supposedly hopelessly heterosexual, but she's got the world's greatest ally title locked down. But maybe she's not so straight after all. So this is a girl who thought she was just an ally, discovering that maybe she's not as straight as she thought she was. I can relate. Great, love it. I'm looking forward to that. Then May 9th, we're getting A Crown of Ivy and Glass by Claire Legrand. I love Claire Legrand, and this sounds interesting. It is her first book in an adult fantasy romance series inspired by different ballets. I'm not sure which one this one is inspired by, but it sounds really great. I do hear it's a little heavy. It deals with like depression and stuff like that, but with magic and things. So looking forward to it. Yeah, hit me up. I would absolutely buddy read Fiancé Farce. It looks good. The cover, yeah, the cover for Her Good Side is great. So we have a couple of amazing romance authors who have previously just written adults who are writing for teenagers this year. So we talked about Talia Hibbert in January, and then in May we're getting Her Good Side by Rebecca Weatherspoon, and this is her first YA romance. It is called A Swoony, Heart-Melting Romance about 2 awkward teens who decide to practice dating in order to be good at the real thing, which sounds super delightful. So, yeah. Priscilla, I voted for that too, but already found a couple things to add. Oh, good. I'm glad. Don't worry. I'll be back with the horror mystery thrillers too. It'll be fun. Not tonight, but oh, cool. How is it? I am curious to hear. You're reading A Crown of Ivy and Glass. I'm excited for that one. Emily, same. The new Becky Albertalli looks fantastic. So does the Claire Legrand's. Sassy Cat says the new next Abby Jimenez book will be coming out. Yours truly in April. Good to know. Who is straight? Some people are straight, Brie. They're out there. I mean, not me, but they are. Um, this Legrand is my first one, which yeah, the cover's all right. This is from Sourcebooks Fire. Their covers are really hit and miss, to be honest, but I feel like the book's going to be great. Yes, Emily, Imogen obviously sounds like my IRL queer awakening. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people can relate, so I think it'll be interesting. Okay, let's move on. Yes, an island princess starts a scandal. Yeah, like this sounds really good. This is Adriana Herrera's second historical book. It is set in 1889 around the World Exposition in France. It's a historical sapphic romance between an artist who's about to be trapped in a loveless marriage and the Duchess that she falls for in Paris. And they are quite scandalous. I am super excited about this. I really enjoy her books. And then, excuse me, that's coming out on May 30th. And then also May 30th is When the Vibe is Right by Sarah Das. This is a YA enemies to lovers contemporary romance set during Trinidad's Carnival celebration. I read her debut novel, Where the Rhythm Takes You, which is a contemporary retelling of Persuasion, and it was fantastic. So I am really excited to see more from her. I think it's going to be awesome. Okay, let's take a look at some comments. Yes, Crown of Ivy and Glass does look gorgeous. I am excited because it's gonna be a whole trilogy, and they're all inspired by different ballets. I think it's gonna be great. Okay, Isabella says Crown of Ivy and Glass is inspired by Giselle. Okay, thank you. Good to know. And the latter two books, Fireburn and Swan Lake, not sure which is coming second, but yep, there you go. The Claire Legrand book is a fantasy romance. So this one is, and it's adult. It's not YA. Her previous stuff has all been YA and middle grade. So this is going to be her first adult fantasy romance. Yes, the cover for Her Good Side shows real people not so perfect. Agreed. I think it's great. Renee, I love this. 10 was obviously too conservative. Yeah, what were you thinking? Only getting 10 new books on your TBR from this live? Clearly, that was undercounting. Um, Agreed. Practice dating sounds adorable. Isabella, fantasy romance pitched as Bridgerton meets ACOTAR. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yay! I'm glad people are excited about this. Beth is excited, recently wishing someone would retell Giselle. Your wish is answered. It's coming. It's very exciting. Oh, Renee, you have the Legrand arc. Oh, it's a long book though, too. I think it's like 500 pages, so I didn't request it as a digital arc, but I do want to read it. Okay. Yes. Priscilla, try the Horror Historical. Like, the first one is so good. It's like one of my favorite romances of this year. It's so great. All right. Moving on. July. I've just got two. The further we get in the year, the fewer I have. We do have July 11th, Play to Win by Jody Slaughter. This is a sizzling romance where a winning lottery ticket is meant to be a new start, but instead becomes a second chance at love. I read Bet on It by Jody Slaughter, which was her first traditionally published book. This one's coming out in July. It sounds great. Yes, the Claire Legrand one is in fact 550 pages. It is long. And then also coming out July 11th, we don't have a cover yet, but this is Mortal Follies by Alexis Hall, who I enjoy. This is a sapphic romance with a young noblewoman who must pair up with a rumored witch to ward off a curse. Sounds like fun. I enjoy Alexis Hall's stuff. That's great. Thank goodness I don't have to add them all. Totally fair. All right. Next up, in August, we're getting our final Katie Robert book. This is Cruel Seduction, and this one is like super polyamorous. It's Aphrodite, Hephaestus, Pandora, and Adonis. Should be very spicy. That one is coming out August 8th. And then August 22nd, we are getting Knockout by Sarah McLean. I didn't really love the first book in the series. I very much like the second one, and this one sounds like it might be up my alley, so I'm interested. This one is about a chaotic blue stocking and the buttoned up detective enlisted to keep her out of trouble. Spoiler, she is the trouble. It sounds like fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Sassy Cat says, Hello Stranger by Catherine Center and The Duchess Effect by Tracy Livesey are coming out in July. Oh, cool. I need to add The Duchess Effect to my Goodreads. Good to know. Thank you. Just excuse me for a moment while I look this up. Ooh, that is a gorgeous cover also. Appreciate it. Hello, Elizabeth. The Sarah McLean cover is great. I agree. It's a really good one. She does look like she's up to something. I agree. And the covers are very striking. Giselle is dark and sad, like the content warnings I mentioned. Okay, so that makes sense. Is The Duchess Effect the American Royalty sequel? Yes, it is. It is a sequel following Duchess and Prince Jameson as they strive to turn their romance into a relationship beneath the relentless glare of the spotlight. There you go. Oh, saw the photo of the model for Sarah. Oh, cool. All right. Okay. So next, I do have three books where we either don't have a cover or a date. So I'm just going to verbally tell you about them, and then that will be it. November 7th, we are getting Up to No Good by Rosie Danan, who has had some really fun romances in the past. This one is a quirky rom-com in which two best friends try to cover up an accidental murder in order to claim a surprise inheritance while avoiding the suspicions of a handsome PI. I feel like it's going to be fun. I've enjoyed her other books. Then, also November 7th, we're supposed to be getting Iris Kelly Doesn't Date by Ashley Herring Blake. This is book 3 in her Sapphic romance series. This one features a fake relationship with a one night stand that's anything but an act in this witty and heartfelt new romantic comedy. And then lastly, a book that's coming sometime next year, but we don't have a date or a cover yet, is Better Hate Than Never by Chloe Leese. So this month we're getting Two Wrongs Make a Right, which I read as an arc and really enjoyed. And this is the second book in that series. I think they're each following a different sister. This one is following Kate, so it's going to be a loose reimagining of Taming of the Shrew. Two Wrongs Make a Right was based on Much Ado About Nothing, and I think eventually we're going to also maybe get a Romeo and Juliet one. So I'm excited for that. Chloe Leese writes good neurodiverse and disability rep. So if you're looking for that, and I just thought Two Wrongs Make a Right was genuinely so romantic. I really, really loved it. Jenna says the Bergman Brothers series by her is really good. I hear that. I haven't read them, but with how much I enjoyed Two Wrongs Make a Right, I am probably going to need to give it a try. All right. Tessa Bailey has one coming out in June. Unfortunately, yours. It has not been mentioned. I haven't read any Tessa Bailey. I don't know that she's necessarily. I mean, I haven't tried her. Maybe I would like her. Things I've heard make me think she's maybe not my cup of tea, but I know she is very popular. So try that. Emily, oh my God, after reading Astrid Parker, I wondered if she was going to do an Iris centered one. Yes, she is. And I still need to read Astrid Parker. I do have it, but I haven't read it yet. Beth, yeah, love me some sure. I'm very excited. I love the contemporary Shakespeare retelling thing for romance. I think it's fun. So there you go. That is it. Those are my 25 anticipated romances for next year, in addition to some bonus ones that you had through the comments. And yeah, I will be back. I've got slideshows for a couple others. So you're also going to be getting um, let's see, what else do I have? I have a horror, mystery, and thriller one coming. I've got one for YA and middle grade sci-fi fantasy, and then one for adult sci-fi fantasy. I had to separate those. As it is, honestly, I probably could separate the adult and the sci-fi and fantasy, but I'm not going to. It's like 39. I have like 39 books. It's so many. Can you tell I mostly read sci-fi fantasy? So stay tuned. I think it's gonna be fun. Thanks, Bree. I'm glad you liked the format. Let me know what y'all think. If you like the format, I can keep doing it. I do have slideshows for 3 out of the 4, so if people like this, I can keep going. Priscilla says doing it as live is fun. Awesome. Cool. I'm so glad. I know 39. It's a lot. What are you gonna do? I read a lot of sci-fi fantasy. Anyway, so hopefully this is helpful. All of the books that have pre-orders available are linked in the video description if you're looking for them. Thank you so much to everybody for joining, and let me know in the comments down below what romance you are most looking forward to in 2023. And I will be back with you in the next couple of days. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye.